Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Mikey Makes. This afternoon I'm going to be making chocolate roulade a la Mary Berry. For the chocolate roulade we're going to need the following ingredients. I've got 6 free-range eggs that I've already separated into... Sorry, the giggling you can hear behind the camera is the executive producer Laura. What's that, Laura?
What's that you got?
What's what? What's what?
Show me your tool belt.
Oh yes. Well, the last couple of weeks I've had the action cam. That didn't work. But this week I've decided I'm going to have everything that I need. So I've got my red spatula. This is a new spatula. I've got my whisks. I've got a rolling pin. I've got my palette knife. I've got a potato peeler. I've got a silicone brush. I've got a potato masher for some reason.
I just thought it went well.
And I've got my blowtorch.
Okay, very nice it is. Rolling pin.
Oh, rolling pin. Oh yeah, and I've got a rolling pin.
Yeah.
Right, so back to the ingredients. So we've got 6 free-range eggs that have been separated.
Hang on, I just got to screw this on. Go on then.
I've got 175 grams of caster sugar.
For the love of God.
Strangely enough, should be white, and we haven't got any, so it's golden.
Oh.
We've got 175 grams of 70%
Cocoa solids.
cocoa
At
solids.
least,
At
and
least
it's got to be.
it says 70%.
Got to be good quality.
Chocolate, and we've got some cocoa powder. Now the chocolate I've actually started melting in the microwave very slightly, so we'll come back to that in a minute. And I've got a Swiss roll tin which has been lightly greased and lined with greaseproof paper.
That's new today, Jonesy.
New today. So we'll cut it that and come back when we start cooking properly.
I'm all right now.
Good girl. Cut.
3.
Right, so what I'm going to do to start with is whisk the egg whites until they're stiff but not dry. Which will take a few minutes. So while I'm whisking this, we'll cut and come back in a little while.
Okay.
So we've whisked the egg whites until they're stiff but not dry.
Oh yes.
And in theory you can turn them upside down and they won't come out of the bowl.
Bloody genius.
As long as you do it quickly. Right, so that's that. We'll come back in a second or two and I'll show you what I'm doing next.
Okay.
Okay, so now I've got the same whisk. I've got my sugar in with the egg yolks and I'm going to whisk these until they're thick and creamy and until they leave a ribbon-like mark around the side of the bowl.
That's not what it said at all.
Something like that.
Alright then.
What's it say then?
It says when it leaves a ribbon-like trail over the mixture, not round the bowl or the kitchen or the U-bend, does it?
Alright, okay, so I'm going to whisk
Is
this
this a family
until
recipe?
I'm going to whisk this until I get a
Yeah.
snail trail and then I'll come back.
Nice.
Okay, so we've got the nice thick creamy
Good.
mix, and when you take the whisks out...
Hold your bowl up a bit, you tend to put it, that's it.
Can you see little ribbony...
Yeah.
Right, so that's ready.
Ribbony.
So now I've taken out the chocolate,
Ooh.
which is melted and cooled a little bit, and I'm going to gently
God.
fold it.
You've eaten quite a lot of it. Scoop it in with the spatula of justice.
That's right. I'm going to gently fold it in.
God.
In a folding type manner.
Because you're getting lots of air in it doing it like that, Jonesy.
Look at that.
That's lovely. Use your spatula. No, don't then. I've got you 2 spatulas. That's the sort of girl I am.
You getting all this?
And if Peter, brother-in-law Jones, is watching this, I know it's wobbling all over the show.
What are you on about the camera?
Yeah, he's bound to spot it. That'll be on Facebook. Right, should we come back then, Jonesy, once you've
once it's all combined.
once you've stirred your goo?
Yeah.
All right, see you in a moment.
See you in a moment. So we're a few minutes later. It's now well combined. It feels kind of moussey.
No, it's not moussey.
It feels it. Well, actually,
like Play-Doh.
It's kind of moussey cement. And then what we're going to do is put in a couple of big spoonfuls of the egg white that we whipped up and carry on folding it in.
Because what does that do?
Loosens it up.
Right. Right, fold it and cut and fold, Jonesy. It's all in the wrist action. I've broken a nail. Never mind.
We called the fifth emergency service.
Absolutely. So what are we going to do now? We're just going to go away until you're ready for that?
Go away and I'll come back when...
Oh, stuck my nail here. Okay, bye-bye. I'm coming in, Jonesy.
Alright, so we've nearly finished folding all of the egg white in. And now I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of cocoa.
Jonesy, look at the camera. Have you been licking the spoon?
No. I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of cocoa. And I'm going to...
Sieve it.
Sieve it. Sieve it.
Sieve it.
I'm going to sieve it. I knew I was going to sieve it. I should have had the sieve.
Yeah, I know, but you're too busy sucking this.
I should have had the sieve.
Should have had the sieve in your pouch, shouldn't you? That was a big one, wasn't it?
One.
Try and get some in the actual bowl. I think you just shake the sieve. No, level, Mike. That's half a pound of... Oh my gosh. Right, squidge it through with your fingers. He's having a bit of a turn. Quickly. Somebody put a bit of wood in his mouth.
Right. So
right, hang on, I'm panning out because you've dropped everything. You've made
that sieved in.
Everything's covered in chocolate.
And now I'm neatly folding it in until it's combined.
Alright, we'll go off then until we're ready for the next stage.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Bye bye. Oh, Jonesy.
Right, so I've combined the cocoa.
Look up, Jonesy.
And it all looks really nice now. So all we're going to do is tip it into the Swiss roll cake tin thing. And we're not going to level it out with a spatula. All we're going to do is pour it in and then shake it. It's like self-leveling latex. If you wanted a sort of shit chocolate kitchen floor, this would be it.
Yeah, because most women know what a self-leveling latex does, isn't it?
You know,
get your spatula.
It's more than just women. A lot of my emails and letters are from men, as it happens.
Yeah, but that's because they think you're gay. And most of those are from Daisy.
Yeah, all my letters and emails from Daisy.
Right, let's have a look.
So that's in there. That's
in
in there. And now what I'm going to do is just wobble it about. Can you see that?
Oh, yes.
Wobble it about.
All right.
And then remember, I've got the oven, which is preheated, which we're going to stick it into. Okay, so that's the chocolate roulade in the oven, 160 degrees for 25 minutes.
Jonesy,
while that's cooking, we'll come back in a few minutes' time.
That's so wrong.
Right.
You washed up?
Yeah.
I mean your face, not the kitchen equipment.
How much longer?
God, there's chocolate everywhere, Jonesy. You do showering in it.
Don't know how that's done.
What did you set it for?
20 minutes.
Okay, it's been in 6 minutes.
Is it going to need turning?
What you mean, turned into a spy to go against its country? Oh yeah, oh yeah. That would have gone over a lot of people's heads if they didn't watch the last episode of Swoops.
We should, in future, have one that we've already prepared, and then we don't have to sit around like a couple of chumps for all this sort of time. Are we going to roll it hot or cold?
Well, I don't know.
Mary Berry says do it
what's the
cold.
options?
Mary Berry says cover it with a wet flannel for 3 weeks.
What about the cake?
And then roll it. And that other woman says practice rolling it when it's warm, then unroll it, put your filling in, and then roll it up when it's cold.
Well, on the British Buggering Bake Off, because they weren't given the full instructions, I'm just showing them the cloth. That's not poo, that's chocolate. Because they all did different things, they had varying results, and it strikes me that one of the things that's so difficult to do is actually get any sort of swirl.
Because they kept cracking it, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think it does crack.
That's a crack-free mix. There's no crack in that mix.
This kitchen is officially...
It's a crack-free zone. Same can't be said for weed, but it's a crack-free zone. Right.
Well, you have to just make your mind up which one you want to use. It's the mixing and the.
What time do you need it? This is being prepared, by the way, for a special party this evening. We're not going to show the video of it being made until they've eaten, of course. What time do we go now?
You're going to leave here about 5 to 7, so it's time
so we
for
can let
it
it
to
cool
cool.
a bit, but we haven't got time
hours.
to let it cool overnight.
Who said it's got to cool overnight?
Mary Berry puts it in the...
Oh, Mary Berry bloody would, wouldn't she?
Oh, she makes a nice roulade.
She says it's got to cool overnight.
Yeah, with a wet flannel or wet something on it.
Well, it's up to you. Either do it the warm method then.
What we'll do is we'll cut.
But
We'll tell them it's been cooling overnight. They'll never know. See you later. Right, now we're about to take it out.
Oh, hang
of the
on a
oven.
minute. No, that was naff.
Right, so it's been about 25 minutes, and we're just going to have a quick look. It should be firm and slightly crispy, crunchy.
Crispy.
A bit of a... What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, I don't know.
Should look a lot like that, I suspect.
Hang on, let me come over and have a look at it. Oops. I can't go to... Oh, I'm all caught up. Anyway, that's it. That looks lovely, lovely, lovely.
Now what I'm going to do is actually lift it out of the tin on the parchment.
Go on then, because I'm filming this.
So that we can let it cool.
Ooh, don't move so quickly.
More quickly. So here we go.
Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, alright. Oh, that was scary, wasn't it? Alright, let it cool. Ooh. Liking that?
I reckon that looks pretty chocolatey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got to let it cool overnight.
No, we haven't. We're having it tonight, aren't we?
We'll let it cool.
Oh, say overnight. They won't know.
We'll come back when we're ready to roll it.
Lizzie, you'd love a piece of this. Oops, I keep hitting that on the way back. Next time you come down.
See you later.
We'll do your roulade. What are you doing now, Jonesy?
Right, the cake's out. The cake's cooling. I've got some double cream. British double cream.
You're licking the lid, aren't you?
No, 300 mils, which I'm going to whip in preparation for sticking inside it when I roll it. Alright? Yeah, and in a few minutes' time, come back and I'll show you what the cream looks like before we add it to the cake. Right, so you come back where we finished whipping the cream.
Jonesy, have you been licking it off the whisk again?
No. And it's holding its shape.
Look at the camera. Stay there.
What?
That's outrageous. There's more chocolate and cream in your tummy than there is...
And your point is...
You just don't care, do you?
so
Save some of that for later.
Now, we've just got a few more minutes for that to cool down a bit more, and then we'll come back and do the final assembly.
Are you going to wash those up or just lick them and put them in the drawer?
Lick them and put them in the drawer. Alright.
Alright, I bet Mary Berry doesn't do that.
I bet she does. See you in a bit. Right, so the cake is cooled. What I've done...
I'm going down.
I've tipped it out onto a piece of greaseproof paper that's been lightly dusted with icing sugar. And then I've cut a V.
I don't think it said V.
It didn't, but this makes much more sense. I've cut a V, about half the thickness of the cake, across the edge, about half an inch from one end. And I've got the cream and a palette knife, so I'm going to liberally...
It says keep it 2 centimetres... Oh, too late.
No, that's all right.
It says 2 centimetres...
It will be when it's finished.
Well, you just got to roll it, you see. If you roll it like you're putting bricks together, you've got no chance, have you?
Laura, the voice of reason.
Well, I'm just saying.
When we did this in dress rehearsal...
We didn't do dress rehearsal. We've never done it before. It's going to be a travesty.
They don't know that. Well, they didn't know that, technically. So, this is the cream. 2 centimetres is like 3/4 of an inch.
It was 2 centimetres from the edge. I got it right up. It's all going to jizz out the side. But you don't need to use it all, Mike. That was half a pint of cream. Over half a pint.
How much did it want?
Half a pint. So spread it so it's even.
I'm trying to.
Oh, not very well.
It's very difficult to concentrate. Oh, I've got like tinnitus.
Let's have a look how much you got in the bowl.
There's loads left.
Yeah, that's right, because you've got too much. You can't buy exactly 10 fluid ounces.
Right.
Oh, go and wash your hands now,
Okay,
just for health and safety reasons.
Hang on, let me just put a tiny bit there because I need a bit to get it rolling.
Fuck's sake. Oh, I wasn't going to swear in this one.
Well,
get your morks off it and go. Don't slurp your fingers. This is him washing his hands. Sorry, viewers. For those at home, For those at home, don't slurp your bloody fingers while you're cooking.
I got a message from one of my viewers today about my Battenberg cake.
What did they say?
They said it's probably the best Battenberg cake they've ever seen.
That was your mum.
It was a lady called Mrs. Little Cakes.
Yeah.
Actually, she said...
Neighbours of Mrs. Tiggywinkle.
She said, nice buns. Right, okay, now we're going to try and roll it. So, the purpose of that little V...
Yeah, get on with it.
...is to give me a very tight roll to start with. So, here we go.
Here we go. Do it with feeling. It's not going to be easy, Jonesy.
Sitting around on the worktop. And apparently, little cracks are part of the charm.
Is that what it says, or are you just making that up?
No, that's what Mary Berry says.
Alright, then you've got to pull the... Oh. Are you doing alright? Is that how she did it?
Mary Berry doesn't show herself.
No, and I tell you what...
She goes for ingredients to finish
No, Jonesy, can you just listen? You're squidging all the cream out. You're not actually rolling any cream in it. The thing is to pull the parchment paper over so it rolls it. You won't get it like a Catherine wheel. See what I mean? Don't make me come and take over. Just, you use that to pull the stuff over. It's more of a... That's it. No, not... Yeah, go on. Pull it with the... Yes. Don't squidge it. You're squidging.
I'm trying not to. The problem is
That's better.
The paper sticks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You leave the paper on it. Oh, we didn't put any chocolate bits in the cream. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. The technique was... Oh. Shite.
That is just as good as the one in dress rehearsal.
We didn't do one.
Do we trim the edges?
No, fucking leave it alone.
What if we trim the edges?
No, we're not trimming the edges. You don't need to trim the edges. Oh, trim the edges then.
Well, I think it would look
yeah.
nicer if the edges were trimmed.
Just pop it on the plate. All right, we'll come back when you've trimmed your bits. I was looking at that. I've no idea what the camera... Actually, Jonesy, that's good. That is good. You can see the spiral of cream and sponge in it.
We have trimmed the edges.
Yeah, I was wrong about it. Trimming the edges helped.
And this is part of the charm. They were designed.
Yeah,
in fact, all of those little cracks have ended up exactly where they were supposed to.
Whatever.